Hey, I want to share a few different tips for anybody who might be wondering, how can I get started studying the Bible, or how are some ways that would be good to study the Bible? Now, I'm not saying these are necessarily good or not good. I'm just going to share these points that I think are different ways that you can study the Bible. And one of them being topically, so you could look in a concordance and then find basically everything every time a certain word is said, and then you can study that and kind of learn a little bit about maybe marriage or whatever it is. And then another way is kind of studying it line upon line, making sure you're reading, say any book in the Bible, any of the specific books or letters in the Bible, you'd read them from the beginning to the end. And not saying it all in one sitting, but you'd read them from the beginning to the end to make sure you're reading them in context, because context is super important in trying to understand the real message that's in there. And most importantly, I feel like it's praying to Holy Spirit and asking God to speak. And that can be, applied to any of these methods, additionally to these methods. But one of the things that people have done in the past, Madame Guyon, what she would do, I believe, was she would, when she would get to a point where a certain thing really spoke to her heart and her spirit, and she felt like God's doing something on it, she would stop and just sit on that. Either sit on that idea or reread it, but basically just sit there with the Lord and ask the Lord to guide in that, and how to then go forward. So I hope this is helpful to someone out there, and blessings. If you have any thoughts or ideas of how you study the Bible that's differently as well, we'd love to hear about it.